Before I start this video, I would like to clear some things first. 1. Video is solely based on my opinions. 2. Anything I say with a grain of salt. 3. I don't declare that I'm an expert on this subject. Everything is based on my experience as a YouTuber. Good old YouTube. It's been what, 12 years since it started up? Jesus, dude. I feel pretty old considering I've been a part of this community since 2007. I believe I was in middle school when I even found out about it. Back then I would watch copyrighted Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episodes considering I didn't have a DVR or whatever to record my favorite episodes. For me, YouTube was a cool place to watch funny videos and watch anime, mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. But after seeing the site grow exponentially over the years, I found myself coming back to it every time. Eventually, I ended up making my own YouTube account around, I think, late 2007-ish? Sure. I believe that was when YouTube actually started to explode with original content. I don't remember too well. Since then, YouTube has always been a huge part of my life, especially now as a content creator. Even though I might not have the biggest amount of subscribers or views, I'm still happy with what I've made for myself. But what about you, the person who's thinking about starting up a YouTube channel? You see so many people making it and thinking, this looks pretty easy, I should do it too. This kind of ignorance is bliss in all aspects of the word. Knowing that one day you could become as big as PewDiePie or Markiplier with thousands of fans gawking at your every move makes you even more desperate for subscribers and views. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to stray away from becoming a content creator or any of that stuff. I'm simply spilling the reality of becoming one. The fact that you see young YouTuber channels trying to imitate the bigger stars is proof of the ignorance that comes with the fantasy of becoming big one day. People from outside think that being a YouTuber is easy. It's not. It takes lots of work and dedication, especially motivation to keep doing this. Considering that the platform and the YouTube algorithm changes constantly, makes it even more challenging for content creators. And on top of the fact that you have thousands upon thousands of channels trying to compete against each other in this never-ending popularity contest for attention. If that doesn't sound stressful, then how about I write you even more reality checks? Get it? No, I'm just kidding. That was a pretty bad joke. Being a YouTuber comes with a price. I'm not talking about money or anything like that. I'm talking about an emotional price. Every day you have hundreds or even thousands of people viewing your video, judging you, bashing you, disliking your content. This itself is mentally stressful and can affect your health as well as your mental state. Eventually, some find themselves degrading themselves because they didn't get the expected amount of views that they should have gotten on this particular video they uploaded, thus leading to self-mutilation to some extent, either be mental or physical. It's pretty bad, guys. If you're thinking that becoming a YouTuber is easy, then this itself is proof that it's not. The people who make it big are the ones who are strong-willed and won't let petty comments or dislikes ratio discourage them from making more videos. They won't let the so-called hate mentally affect them. Those who break at the slightest bit of hate have no place nor will survive as a channel on YouTube. I don't encourage those who can't accept criticism to continue being a YouTuber. And because of this very fact, it could endanger your mental health. Sometimes you have the cases where a big YouTuber slowly drowns himself in obsession with the public acceptance. Because of this, they eventually mentally break down and quit, or worse, make a 15-long-minute rant video. Ugh. Yeah, it's pretty bad. With that said, do you still think being a YouTuber is worth it? Do you still think you're strong-willed enough to continue an endless struggle for the top? Well, no one said it was easy, that's for sure. Depending on what kind of content determines your pace of growth of your channel. I'm sure this is obvious to most, but the ones who actually boom in this community are the ones who make up unique content. I'm not talking about let's plays, commentaries, drama, or review, just to name a few. I'm talking about content that has never been seen before. These are the kinds of content that will start a trend and will guarantee success in such a harsh environment like YouTube. I mean, look at me. I started out doing covers of anime openings and hardly grew at all. But the moment I started to make yandere-related videos like top 5s or stories, yandere stories, my channel boomed because that's content that's hardly made. There's let's plays of Yandere Simulator, but I mean, honestly, people will only watch let's plays of famous YouTubers. They hardly bother with the new channels that have less than 1K subscribers. Being able to monopolize a certain kind of content that isn't featured anywhere is where the gold is at. If you want to make it big, well, start there. Even with that said, the struggle is only the beginning. You will also need to learn new programs that will help you enhance your videos depending on what kind of content you make. It's time consuming, trust me. It's not easy putting together a 5-minute video, well, unless you're a certain channel like Jinx. If you find yourself not motivated enough to learn programs, then you should probably question your motivations to becoming a YouTuber. Simply recording yourself play games won't cut it anymore. There's already hundreds of channels like that in existence. So why should anyone bother watching yours over someone else's if it's the same content? You have to have the thirst to learn new things and be smart and computer savvy in order to create new, unique content. If you don't have time nor the patience to do so, then you're simply wasting your time. I see YouTubers who are only in for the money thinking it'll be a cinch. If you're that person, then you'll soon find yourself being that guy. And by that guy, I mean the guy who spends ridiculous amounts of money for equipment and software to only end up getting 150 subs within, I don't know, 6 months at the most, if you're lucky. You'll soon find yourself dreading and regretting your purchase, then eventually quitting. Again, I'm not trying to derail you from becoming a YouTuber, even though at this point it sounds like it. I'm just trying to inform you that this is a harsh reality of it now. Even through all these struggles, there are some that do eventually but slowly become noticed. Those with great and interesting personalities, people who can hype you up or make you laugh or even inspire you, are more than likely the ones who become successful. This is a truth in the world outside of YouTube as well. These are also the people who meet the willful criteria to neglect all negative feedback and use it as a way to improve their content. They don't let haters get them down, they simply ignore or make fun of the hate they're getting. That's a quality that some people don't have, unfortunately. But you may ask me, if you know all that, why aren't you huge? Well, to put it simply, I have a niche kind of content that not many people have an interest in. My content is pretty much all over the place. I'm personally trying to find content that can define who I am as a creator. Content that will only be found on my channel. It's tough considering that lots of different content has been done on YouTube. But I still like to experiment. Trying to find the right blend. I'm not a funny guy, nor do I have the ability to hype people up like Dashy or Wolfie. I'm a monotone guy who's pretty bland, but regardless of this flaw, I still have the will to keep making content regardless of any hate I might get. And with this said, is it worth it? Well, that's up to you. If you think you can go through the stress and long, extensive hours of editing, the long, tedious learning curve of complicated editing software, dealing with hate and insecurities of not having everyone liking your video, then by all means keep doing what you're doing. If not, then obviously this platform isn't for you. And I don't recommend it. Does it mean that you should not even try? No, of course not. You should try knowing that at least you gave it a shot. Sometimes things might turn out for the better, I don't know. But regardless of that, I hope this video helps you better understand the struggles some of us YouTubers had to go through in order to become this successful to some extent. And I hope to clarify to those who think that being one is so easy. By all means, this little informative video isn't to dictate what you do with your life. Simply ignore it if you want. These are just my personal experiences and opinions of what it will take to become a so-called big YouTuber on this site. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, please take this with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to discourage you from being a YouTuber or trying to call you out or anything like that. Simply, I'm trying to make you understand that this platform isn't easy, and it's usually not for everyone. I mean, surely you can go vlogging and all that awesome stuff. Yeah, by all means, go ahead, do that. I mean, no one's stopping you, especially not me. I don't really care if you do that. But I'm just saying, I hope you understand that where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a good place. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Find something good about it, or if you some of you probably gonna hate on this video, I don't know. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, you know, all that good junk. I'm not even gonna get into it because, you know, everyone already knows. You probably heard it 1,000 times already from other YouTubers. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.
Hey, that's pretty good.